We are back, and wow, what a wild story. There's a director that's being sued by Netflix for $11 million for money laundering. Ooh, let's get into it. So, director Carl Eric Rinsch, I guess that's how you say it, has been indicted on charges of fraud and money laundering for allegedly taking $11 million from Netflix and spending it on luxury cars, antique furniture, and mattresses. How many mattresses can you buy with $11 million? I don't know. Rinsch demanded the funds in order to finish White Horse, a science fiction TV series that was never completed, according to the indictment. Instead, he allegedly used the money to make extremely risky investments, to pay for stays at the Four Seasons and other lavish purchases, and to hire lawyers to sue Netflix. Now, if you're stealing $11 million from somebody, why would you sue them? Rinsch, 47 years old, was arrested Tuesday in West Hollywood, according to a statement from U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. Netflix declined to comment. Sure, I mean, it's an investigation. The allegations were first reported in the New York Times story in November of 2023. I actually remember hearing about this. I did. They also spelled out in a lengthy arbitration ruling, which was made public last August, the arbiter ordered Rinsch to repay $11.8 million, and a Los Angeles Superior Court judge upheld the award in November. Okay, according to the court records, Rinsch pitched the show, also known as Conquest, in January 2018 to Netflix executives. Oh, he pitched a show, including Cindy Holland, who was then the VP in charge of original content and who left the company in 2020. With investment from Keanu Reeves, the actor who served as his mentor, Rinsch had also shot 6 short episodes and a 3-minute trailer. Let me tell you something. If Keanu Reeves was your mentor and you fucked up this bad, that's really bad. Keanu Reeves is probably really pissed or just extremely disappointed. Netflix agreed to invest $44 million to acquire the series and produce the first season. A schedule was drawn up that called for several months of filming in Kenya, Mexico, Romania, Berlin, Hungary, and Uruguay in 2019. Rinsch began shooting in Brazil and quickly went over budget, according to court records, though he had promised to deliver another 7 episodes according to the arbiter's ruling. He informed Netflix that he would only be able to complete a single episode with the money Netflix had provided. Oh my God. Is that accurate? After production briefly shut down in Hungary, Netflix agreed to advance additional money. Production halted in December 2019, with much work to be done. Excuse me. Rinsch then set out about expanding the script and demanded an additional $11 million to complete the first season. According to the ruling, hoping to salvage the project, Netflix agreed to pay the money in March 2020. And then here goes the COVID pandemic promptly intervened, shutting down production worldwide. In June 2020, Rinsch met at a hotel with Holland and another Netflix executive to give an update. Rinsch, he spent a large portion of the meeting sharing various theories he had developed about COVID, the universe, interconnectivity, genders, God, higher calling, and reproduction, the ruling states. He did not focus on Conquest. Ouch. Let's talk about everything going on in the world except my project that's been shut down and over budget. Unsettled, the Netflix executives concluded he did not intend to finish the show. The lead actor also dropped out, citing the instability of the production. That fall, Netflix decided to write off the costs of the series. According to the indictment, Rinsch had quickly transferred most of the $11 million to his brokerage account, where he promptly lost about half of it by speculating on investments such as call options on a biopharmaceutical company and put options on an S&P 500 ETF. Wow. The balls on this guy. At the time, he was still reassuring Netflix that the show was awesome and moving forward really well, the indictment states. According to the indictment, he used the remaining funds to invest in cryptocurrency in early 2021, which resulted in a windfall. The arbitration ruling states that Rinsch spent lavishly on various items in 2021, claiming the purchases were needed for the second season of the show, which Netflix had not ordered. He was also worried that the IRS would tax him on the money if it was not spent, the ruling states. Wow. The purchases included $638,000 on luxury mattresses, $295,000 on luxury bedding and linens, $180,000 on kitchen appliances, $5.4 million on furniture, $1.68 million on 2 Rolls Royces. The arbitrator's ruling states. Oh my God. According to the indictment, he bought 5 Rolls Royces and 1 Ferrari for $2.4 million. He also paid his rent on his home in Spain and legal bills to pursue Netflix for breach of contract and arbitration. Oh my God. What? Okay. First of all, where in the world can you find mattresses for $638,000? How many rooms did he have in his house that he needed that? Like what's the stuffing in it? Is it diamonds? Are they diamond encrusted luxury mattresses? I don't know. I mean, I get the Ferraris and the Rolls Royces, but this is crazy. All right, so let's see. So the grand jury indictment unsealed Tuesday accuses Rinsch of wire fraud, money laundering, and 5 counts of using illicit funds in a transaction. Rinsch faces the potential of many years in prison, and the government is also seeking to forfeit his assets. Yeah, no shit. Claim it all. The mattresses, everything. Although you can't resell a mattress. It's against the law in the United States. Rinsch filed a petition to overturn the arbitrator's ruling in August, arguing that the arbiter had misconstrued the contract as requiring 13 episodes. The judge upheld the arbiter's decision. Oh my God. I mean, this is probably like, drugs is bad, kids. I mean, I don't know, was he hanging out with Elon Musk? Is ketamine involved? I don't know, but this is now I've worked for Netflix. Netflix is a great company to work for. They really take care of their employees. And, they're slated to spend $16 billion this year just in Mexico on production. So, or $500 million in Mexico, $16 billion overall spend, I think, $500 million in Mexico. They have no problem throwing money around. But when you start to do this, my God, I wonder sometimes in people's minds where they think they can get away with doing this. Like where do they get the gall to be like, screw it, I'm just going to take the money I was going to make a series with. First of all, most filmmakers are passionate about the series and go to bat for the series and will pull money out of their own pocket just to finish and complete a project. This guy was lining his pocket. The cryptocurrency thing and then the investment in the pharmaceutical company might have had a breakthrough maybe in COVID because he was talking about COVID. Maybe he thought he'd have a windfall and be able to pay back all the money he was using on the series. But, oh my God. Oh my God. This is a crazy story. And it just goes to show you that there are problems in Hollywood. But, when it comes to budgets and things like that. But they are on top of it. Especially Netflix. Good on Netflix. I hope they get all their money back. What do you guys think of this director Carl Rinsch, indicted on charges of defrauding $11 million from Netflix? Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You know what? Somebody should make this a Netflix crime special. That's what did. And if I was Netflix, I'd do it, and I'd interview this guy in prison. Because that's where he's going to end up. Wow. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it in the comment section. We'll see you on the next one.